Hey guys, so twin flames or divine counterparts, divine feminines especially, this is for you. My ego was preventing me from sharing this out of fear of what both of the other parties would think when, when they watch this, being my twin flame divine masculine and a high level soulmate that is in my life. But as a twin flame guide, I would not be doing my due diligence if I don't share what the F is going on here. So the universe sent this high level soulmate into my life a couple of months ago. Blindsided, of course, because I'm always blindsided, even as a psychic. I'm not allowed to know because it's just like knowing is cheating. So they want me to just make all of the right choices based on me following my own intuition and guidance. Yeah, that's what. So they don't tell me shit about my life. It's kind of a fuck show all the time. Every time I'm like, whoa, where'd that come from? Because I'm so used to like predicting things now. Anywho, incoming soulmate. First time I saw him, it wasn't just like it wasn't like an instant attraction. It's just like I saw him and I felt the energy and I was like, oh no, that's trouble. That's exactly what I felt. And then I was like, I didn't know why, but I'm just like, whatever. I'm not talking or dating or doing any of that stuff because I'm so busy and not interested. And a couple weeks went by. I happened to get off work early one day, and so I'm at my bar at my place of employment with another coworker having a couple of drinks. And he comes in and he sits relatively close. And then my friend bought shots for the two of us and then him. And then there's me. Like, without even thinking, I spit out. I'm like, here, just come sit over here, right beside me. Like, literally, after I even said it, I, like, looked up and I'm like, who did that? I'm like, what the fuck? And then he comes over and he does the shot with us and then reaches his hand over to shake my hand and introduce himself. And as he's saying, hi, I'm Mike. For those of you that haven't been following me before, my twin flame's name is Matthew Michael. In the almost 5 years now that we've been connected, the majority of the people or like love interests or whatever that come into my life, some have been soul connections. Their names are almost always Matthew or Michael. Always. It's like a sign from God or from the universe, whatever you resonate with, that I'm on the right path, that this is, I'm meant to at least figure out what the F this person's doing in my radar, right? So then incoming Mike. And then honestly, like, we started talking, we started to kind of like, I don't know, not really dating, but sort of, like, he took me on one really nice date. And then after that, I just had to tell him everything about my twin flame journey. I tell everybody anyways, but I'm like, okay, you need to know some stuff. I'm like, super love someone else. That person super isn't interested in being with me right now. I'm like, I can't get over him. I would like to try. I'm like, if you want the challenge of making me love or helping to make me love you, then that's your choice. But like, I told him, and I was definitely expecting that he would be not interested in me anymore because he's a pretty emotionally mature, unstable human being. And so I was very much like partially probably trying to self-sabotage by like getting that out, to be like, okay, well, this will just push him away. And if he doesn't go away, then that's for a reason. And he didn't. But he did make it very clear that he didn't want to be just like holding space. If I'm just going to want to like run to someone else the minute that that's an option for me. And I couldn't tell him that that wasn't true. So we stopped seeing each other like very soon. Like, we only went on the second date and that was it. And then I didn't see him for a couple of months. Right before I was going to leave the place where he lives, I ran into him. And now we're like talking, and he told me he loved me and that he shouldn't have let me break up with him a couple of months ago. And he's like super on his ascension path, trying to practice like manifestation. He's always sending me stuff about this moon and the stars. Like, it's like the universe did good. Like, you know, like, I can't even believe that they did send me like Like, Matt is my perfect match. Like, he literally is. It's like in all of like what people would even perceive like bad ways. Like, it's just, yeah. But Mike is so great too. And like, I've never, ever, ever, ever met anybody that I chose, which I always actually thought was weird, but I guess it's because my soul always knew that I was waiting for Matt. But like, literally, I was kind of like convinced into all of my relationships, all of them. But like Mike's very, very great in every way. And so I've been really, really just trying to get clear, not forcing it. I'm way far away from him. I only seen him the one day. I'm not even going to have the ability to see him for another number of weeks now. And that's good because it's giving me this time, right? To just, I know I can't like force even the thoughts, like trying to figure it out. Like, there's no point. So I'm just trying to roll with it, you know, and just kind of being very aware in every moment of how I'm feeling out all the energy, paying attention to all of the signs around me, just really trying to not fuck this up. Because the decisions that I make have to be what's in the best interest of everybody, or I don't think they're the right one. But I'm not going to lie, like, I have constantly still been feeling like, because like I'm very seriously contemplating and am wanting to give everything that I have in regards to love to Mike, to my soulmate. I think it could be really, really, really wonderful, as the 1111 flashes on my thing. I do. But when sorry, only twins will understand this, but I know that I'm not going to be able to never not love Matt. Even if I can like somehow love him maybe a little less. I don't think so though, because it's weird. Like, even in separation, our love continuously just grows because like I'm just like growing, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. And it's like, this is why I've just been staying alone, because like, it's not fair to do this to anybody, but like, Mike was very much sent here for a reason. But yeah, I feel like I still feel like no matter what, he feels exactly what I'm feeling right now. Because like, if I do this with him, like, I'll go all in, because it's only fair to him, right? Like, I can't go half in. I'm gonna go all in. And I feel like now that I energetically got to this place of acceptance where I'm actually willing to at least like do my best to just be happy with somebody who really just wants to love me and be loved by me. But then all of a sudden, last night, I was actually like getting like kind of, I guess, like comfortable with the idea and excited to go and see him. So I was talking to him about making plans for in a couple of weeks. And then it was like, as soon as I actually like seemingly gave him what he wanted by like giving him more of me, right? I haven't heard from him today, and that hasn't happened since the minute I reconnected with him. He like messages me all the time, and he doesn't like need anything from me, which is what I really like. It's really refreshing. It's like, he messaged me in the morning, I message him back like whenever, and then he'll just like send me little things like thinking of you. And it's nice. So I know right now with the silence, I tapped into it, and I know he's feeling like, oh no, now she is kind of serious, but like, he does know me, and because I'm so honest, right? Like, and he is a high level soulmate to me. So this is another thing that I just wanted to share about this video, because it's just so crazy special. He like, looks wise and even personality wise is very different from my twin flame. Very, 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 very different. Aside from them both having green eyes, I think that's the only thing that they share. That's not true. They have a very similar... Their masculine and feminine energies are in the same balance range. I'll say that. Like, both very dominant men, but like very strong in their feminine energies, both. They're probably, both of them are still a little bit in ego and wouldn't really care to hear that, but they're getting there. I'm the Two of Swords in tarot right now, and I don't like that. Like, I am in such a flow state and in such a, I am just following my best bliss state that I know I'm not meant to stress over it, which is why I'm trying not to. But now here it is unfolding. So yesterday I read a Twin Flame Collective reading, and as soon as I read for the Divine Feminine Collective, which I belong to, I pulled out Karmic Soulmate card. And I say on video, it's on my YouTube, ooh, the feminines are purging karmic relationships. So there's life lessons there, right? And then, yeah. Now, no communication from Mike today at all. Nothing. I mean, it is only 11, but still, we both get up at like 6 in the morning, so typically we're talking by 7. And I feel that he's like hesitating now, like maybe he is probably going to tell me that he's changing his mind. Like maybe the universe was like letting me figure it out because he's going to end it for me. I don't know. Like, I don't know where I'm at right now. I know that I do want to be with him because Matt doesn't want to be with me. And even though I can't stop loving my twin, I know that martyring myself and just not getting to share this amazing love that I have within me isn't part of my path. Like, it was for a point and to serve a purpose, but I feel like that's done. I feel like that I would be better serving my purpose with some love by my side, you know? Not so much like a partner in crime. I don't even actually per se want anybody to particularly jump headfirst into my journey because it's mine. Like, I mean, I want my person to be a part of it, obviously, but only to an extent, you know? Like, there's things that, like, yeah, I like doing it, and I don't know. I just heard I am going to get an answer soon, but yeah, I just opened my YouTube, and like very, very rarely do I ever actually watch anybody else's tarots now, like lives and stuff on YouTube, but the taglines are what the universe just wants me to see, so I always just look at the taglines. Sure enough, this one's the one I just looked at, and it says this soulmate, I think it says, is pulling back because he just realized that he can't stop the inevitable love that he thought he could stop. I.e., when I told Mike about Matt, Mike, I guess, was, and I would hope so if he was still coming at me, confident that he could win me over. I literally was hoping he could. I've tried everything else to let my twin go. I know I'm not supposed to just completely let him go, which is now what I've learned after like a couple of years of literally doing nothing else but figuring this out. And when I say that, like, I'm not kidding. Yeah, I've gone out like a couple of times with people. Like, I mean, like, maybe 3 times in 2 years I've done like what people refer to as like going and hanging out with people. Seriously. And like, I mean, I've had the best time, so I'm not missing out on anything, that's for damn sure. But yeah, this journey is so crazy. It's so unique. It's so special. But yeah, like, like I keep telling my guides, like, I would just want the lesson fast, okay? Like, am I supposed to be with Mike? What's the lesson that I'm going to get out of that? Can I just get it without doing stuff if it's going to be wasting his time and my time? I'm definitely not cool to be hurting anybody. So, like, that's why I just keep doing nothing, because I'm like, I think that's the best choice. Because, like, yeah, okay, so what if I go with Mike? And, like, I'm going to want to be with him and want to just spend my life trying so hard and just love him. Like, what if? Because, like, I also know that I wasn't just stuck on this twin journey and showing all this stuff about me and my twin for a joke. I was already following the guidance. I would have done the growth either way. So my twin is most definitely not what people refer to as like a catalyst, which, FYI, all a catalyst twin is people that weren't able to actually do all their lessons. All twins are supposed to be together if they meet in this lifetime. It's just the way that it is. Or they wouldn't exist. Like, catalyst can be anything. Soulmate more likely, but twins that refer to as their twin as a catalyst is just because they weren't able to get over the ego lessons in the 3D. They weren't able to put away all their shit. One or the other of them, right? They weren't able to do it. Ego. But I strongly do believe that I will be with Matt. I don't know when. And so, yeah, I mean, I keep telling myself, well, there's your answer, Erica. But then, yeah, like, how long do I have to be alone and wait? You know, like, why is this amazing, amazing man being sent into my life? I don't know. I definitely don't think that it would be just to cause me pain and then still leave me here alone without my twin or my soulmate. Like, that just seems like that would be a really weird, cruel trick. And at this point where I'm being seriously so guided into so many beautiful things all the time, I just can't believe that that would be true. So, like, I know that no matter what, I get to be with somebody that's, like, legit meant for me. Like, no matter what, I get to have this really great love that is going to just change the hearts and minds of everybody that gets to be around us, all of our friends and family and whatever we want to do and whoever we meet in the future when we're doing whatever we want to do, right? I feel so lucky, but it's just like right now, it's a little bit of a fuck show in my head about it because, yeah. I feel like I'm being called to make a hard choice. I feel like my soulmate is picking up on what that choice is. I don't know. So I don't know what, I didn't really share anything like for tips. I just shared my crazy journey, but you know, I've read a few things along the lines of this from, you know, people that I've managed to find that have gone through it similarly. But really, this is such new information, you know, we're just all learning about the fact that we're energetic beings, you know, about all this spiritual but like just like natural stuff and these soul connections that are just everywhere, you know. And so I just hope that this helps somebody else navigate when you guys get to this, or at least maybe just know that you're not alone. But yeah, so no matter what, just follow your heart always, even when you're confused in your heart, like I am at the moment. The answer will come. Just be true to who you are. Don't make any decisions out of pressure. Like at first, that's why I had to break up with Mike. At first, I felt like I was really forcing myself with him. I was, and he obviously felt it too, because that's how it feels, you know. But then, yeah, it's weird. It's strange. So you deserve love, and I don't think that we're all meant to be alone waiting for our twins the whole time. I really don't feel like that is right. I know that a lot of people are very, very happy in some soulmate connections because their twins are still so entrenched in 3D ego. I have a lot of faith in my twin, I guess. I do. Like, he's my other half. And I know what I'm fucking capable of. You know what? Yeah, Mike can feel all of that too. Because, like, he resonates at such a close frequency to Matt. He was born in the cycle, like our monad cycle, 6 and 6 years before. So 1977, Mike was born 6 years later in 83. My twin was born 6 years later in 89. I was born. And so Mike and I are really telepathic together. My friend actually witnessed it. She's like, I said something, he said something, she's like, yeah, she just said that. And then, like, we say the same thing, and she just, like, looks at us, and I'm like, seriously? I'm like, isn't that cool? I'm like, me and my twin are gonna be able to, like, be, like, stronger, because, like, our connection is so clear when he's clear. But yeah, it's really cool. Like, that's why I have been like, it's gonna be pretty amazing, actually, to be with my soulmate, right? But yeah, he's feeling like he's the next best thing, and I kind of feel like that's the truth. So I guess there's my answer. I already had it. Maybe I just needed to work it out with you guys. He feels it anyways. I'll post an update to let you guys know what happened and who ended it. Or if he comes swooping in and proposes to me and I say, you know what? Okay. Because I'm a little bit on the fence there still too. And that's something he would do. He telepathically pulled out exactly what ring I would want. Legit. That was the first, like, soulmate thing I realized. He's like, It's like, white gold princess cut. I'm like, get out of my head. So there's still always that. But I feel like he knows where I'm at, and I feel where he's at, and I feel like that's why the universe ran us into each other, because he was trying to manifest me. I gave me a little bit of shit for that last night on the phone. I just wanted to make sure that he knew that I was aware psychically that he was doing that. I said, are you proud of yourself for manifesting me back into your life? And he's like, well, I didn't think I could take all the credit. I'm like, no, you can't. But like, I seen you doing all that stuff in my head as soon as we reconnected. I saw the whole thing. But yeah, I feel like he knows that there's still a chance that I will hurt him, and I feel that way too. And I don't want to do that. And I definitely, like, I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to be hurting Mo. Yeah, no, it's not fair. It's not fair to him. It's just not fair to him. God damn my twin. So here is that video. This karmic soulmate is hurt. They thought they would be able to stop inevitable fate. 66 likes. Notice the 32 sync at the top of my screen. So, since I got you guys, why don't we check that out real quick here? Don't know what she's saying, doesn't matter. Number 32. So, some of you may or may not be familiar with synchronicities, angel numbers, etc. To my knowledge, and my guides, as I even say this, they're like, no, that is how it works. All energy uses the method of least resistance, meaning the easiest way to get you the energy, the answers, whatever that you need. So any, like, encyclopedia or book or whatever that you want to use or get or reference in regards to angel numbers, then, you know, your higher self, your guides, whatever, the universe, God, they know that that's where you're going to go. And so when you get these number syncs and you're curious about them, go to whatever you're called to, because that is where the message will be, or the answer will be for you. So I use a couple of them. This is the short messages, Kyle Gray. What do we say? 32. So 32 says your relationships with yourself and others are being supported by your angels and guides. Call on them for as much help as you need, and know it's never too much. Can't make this shit up, guys. Just can't fucking make this shit up. Let's check another one though, just for funsies. Alright, so 3 and 2 together makes up money energies. Okay, well, money must be coming in for me or somebody. Yay! These energies for partnerships, communication, society, duality, balance. So angels and ascended masters are assisting you in your life and promoting faith, love, and trust within yourself and in your relationships with others. It's a message to keep your faith and connection with them strong and clear as you progress along your current path. So it's very similar as the other one I use, because these two ring the truest for me and just for like everything I've ever learned about the universe, numbers, numerology, everything. So it says that my positive attitude, my optimism and faith have attracted positive circumstances in my life that will manifest opportunities for me to fulfill an aspect of my divine soul purpose and life mission. Which I know, trust that I'm being supported. Thank you guys. I love you. I know this. Look for these that they're positive in the right direction. See, like that's what I mean. Like I kind of already talked that through with you guys, but if you're working in alignment with the energy of the masters, they're helping, guiding you through. Maintain a diplomatic, harmonious, and caring attitude towards others, and you will find that what you need will fall into place. See, diplomatic. See that diplomatic? So yeah, continue to just do what's right for everyone and myself, and everything will fall into place. All right, more waiting. Yay! Well, it is now, it's like 7:30 in the morning. The next day, I haven't heard from him since the night before last. Not a word. So I've pretty much all worked it all out, obviously, based on the other video you just saw. And I'm not sad, which is good, of course. I'm not sure what I was crying about on that video yesterday. I just watched it back. I guess I was just processing a lot of emotion about all of it. Yeah, no, I just know, because I just know things, that this was more meant, yeah, just for one final purge, too, of lessons. Like my first instinct was correct. I can't think about being serious with anybody else, at least not right now, and therefore ever. I've done so much work, and it's not that I'm just needing my twin in the physical. Like, that's the thing. I'm actually in a space now where I am content, because I know that he's my person. So I know that eventually, when he does it on his own time, maybe when we're 60, I'll freak out. Just kidding. It's gonna happen, and I'm enjoying my life otherwise. Like, my life is so fulfilling. And to be honest, prior to the twin journey, I was never somebody that really liked to, I don't know, I guess I had commitment issues in a sense as well. I just like my own freedom, right? And so, yeah, the universe ran me back into Mike literally for only maybe 3 hours. And then thankfully I had already made plans to go. He had, of course, mentioned, like, I don't want you to, but I know you have to. And I just feel like I followed my guidance correctly. Of course, I had to work it out. You know, it's hard trying to navigate all these things and trying to make sure that you're not hurting anybody, creating any negative karma. Trying to make sure that, because, like, everywhere and everyone I'm connected to, it's for a purpose. So trying to just make sure that I'm following my guidance so that everybody was, like, I guess, just, like, effectively taking away what we were supposed to take away from each other. It was very refreshing and comforting to me to know that the universe is so, I don't know, just like supportive and crazy in a sense. Like, I would have loved and do love Mike. Like, it's just it's so different, and I could just tell right away that it would never be the same, and so does he. And so I think the universe just gave us both the space, right? And we could both come to this realization. So I'm really happy about that. I mean, I wish that, and I know we will, Mike and I are obviously gonna have talk about this. I'm like, he's just not the type to just, like, ghost, but because he did watch that TwinFlame reading video, I'm assuming that he's probably in a state of mind like, well,
she loves this other guy and he's always just ignoring her, so no, it's not how it works. But I hope this video helped you guys. I'm not, like, the part of me that still has that 3D ego is so not stoked to share this tea. But I do know how many people are coming up and into this journey, and I didn't have any of this real life shit to just even, I don't know, I just didn't have any of it. And so I'm happy to share. I'm excited that lessons are getting shorter and shorter. Like, yeah, it's really, really wonderful journey. But I literally only see my twin. Anytime I connect with my heart space, I see his eyes, and it's just, how can I have space for anyone else? So, that's what it is. Love you guys all so much. This is such an incredible, special journey, and I will continue to share.